What's good? I'm back. It's me, L Teddy 27, all of that good stuff, and Angry Teacher Chronicles. Y'all know where y'all at. Y'all know what this is. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop New York season 10, episode 14, which I hoped and prayed to Sweet 7 pound 3 ounce Baby Jesus was the finale, but apparently it's not. We'll talk about that later. Just a mess. Just a damn mess. Bring it back in. Bring it back in, L Teddy 27. Bring it back in. All right. We start off with Francisco and Olivia again, where they had the meeting and she walked out and he went and followed her. Eventually, he got her to come back in. Cause this was when he said he didn't remember telling her that Rich was stealing from her. Now, Olivia comes back in the restaurant. Rich Dollars comes through. That shit went south once he came yelling. I mean, nothing was worked out. There was a lot of yelling and all of this, that, and the third. Rich is like, listen, here's the receipts. I don't owe you a damn thing. It was a mess. She left. She wasn't even trying to see what Rich like. And see, that's why I really don't believe Olivia, because whenever somebody tells her to produce receipts or produce proof that he stole from her, and Rich came there with proof that he didn't, she wasn't even trying to listen to it or hear it or see what he had to show. Just a mess. Then next we're in Atlanta. Erica is at her Safari's house in Atlanta. Remy Ma came by. I don't even know why Remy Ma was there. I don't know what business she had in Atlanta. I really didn't care. I just was waiting for this episode to be over. Erica looked like she was about to have the baby on camera right there with Remy Ma at the house. Anyway, she already talked about she was already dilated like 2 or 3 centimeters or something like that. Like the baby was literally about to pop out of her right there on camera. A mess, just a mess. Um, that happened. Safari's still in New York on his little promo tour. Then we see Cisco and Peter Guns go and play basketball. So Cisco is still trying to deny telling Olivia that he told her that Rich was stealing from her. Then Cisco says to Peter Guns that he vaguely remembers perhaps asking him about her money, and he was like, well, you can go to this website and it can show you everything involving your album sales, or the monies and how it's cut or which way it went and all of that stuff. So he showed her how to do that, but he never really told her that Rich was stealing from her. He just showed her basically this is how you go to see or try to account for your money. But shouldn't you have a team of people like financial advisors or accountants or somebody who's supposed to be helping you out with this? A mess, whatever. Peter Gunn says, listen, you need to tell Rich, because if you don't tell Rich, Olivia, that you do kind of remember maybe helping her out to figure out that she thought Rich was stealing from her, then she's going to do it, and that's not going to end well. So they plan a meeting. Yandy then goes with Olivia to go work out. They talking about the same thing, the money, Rich Dollars, Olivia. I at this point, I just don't care. I don't care. Yandy then says she lost Mandisi's wedding band, and her idea, she says she doesn't want him to find out, but you're saying it on this television show being broadcast all across the fruited plains that he probably will see, but you don't want him to know you lost it. Like, I don't. And you're doing this in your green screen confessional, so that means this is after you taped and you had a chance to go back and think about and watch what you said, and you still said that you lost it. And then the same breath said you didn't want him to know you lost it, as if he couldn't watch it on television like the rest of us. Shit is stupid. Just stupid. She claims she's going to upgrade this wedding band, and that will um and get him a new one. And that way he won't know that she lost the old one. Whatever. Fresher and Jen are at the house. They talking. Jen tells Fresher that she met up with the Jada chick. She's upset because she was like, I don't see how my man would meet with some chick without involving me and without having me there. But didn't you just meet with the chick without involving him and having him there? Like, how does that work out? So you can meet with her by her yourself, but he can't meet with her by himself. Yet y'all aren't married, and from what it appears, y'all are not tied together professionally or in terms of the business. Like it sounds like she was signed to his label, not you all labels collectively. So if all of this is just y'all know where I'm going with this, a fucking mess. She called herself being upset, and I think she was more upset that she couldn't broker any kind of deal with the girl better than what he could. And she was mad that he went and got the deal. And I think she still thinks he's cheating a little bit. And maybe he is, I don't know. But she gave him the ring back. And he was really hurt. Like, I could tell he wasn't acting here. Like, he literally was blown by that. Like, he was really upset that she gave him that ring back and was like, I didn't want to embarrass you in front of your family and the kids and everything like that. But here's your ring back. I don't know if we could do this. And she was like, but we can work on it and everything. And I was kind of with Fresher. If you wasn't going to accept the ring, then you should have just said that. But basically, it was, to me, I probably would have seen it like Fresher. Like, if you're giving me this ring back after you accepted it, that kind of tells me that you really don't want to be with me. And I think he's coming to that realization, but whatever. But he was hurt. Yandy goes to the jewelry store. She buys this new wedding band. Um, And then her and the little her foster daughter, Infinity, they talk about him being back in the home with her. I mean, this shit was so boring. I can't. Moving on. Yandy and Mendici's mama is riding in the car going to go see him, going to go pick him up from prison. Um, and she went into this whole thing about how I've kept everything in the house the same as when he left. Bitch, he been in jail like 5 years. And you talking about keeping his toothbrush still there? Like, what kind of dirty ass, ew. I mean, the toothbrush is still there. You haven't moved it. I mean, that's some dirty ass shit, Yandy. I mean, what kind of dirty ass shit is this? Moving on. Rich, Cisco, and Peter Guns meet up. Cisco tells Rich about the convo that he remembered vaguely having with Olivia that might have led to her thinking that he stole from her. Rich was like, "Oh, cool, no problem." Made it seem like he squashed it. Petty ass Rich then said, because Peter Guns was there too. Well, since we putting everything out on the table, did you tell Pete yet that his baby mama and ex-wife stayed over your house in Atlanta after the Super Bowl, around Super Bowl weekend, and or whatever it was, and Peter Guns gets upset. Peter Guns says that shit is fucked up. Da, 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 da. How would you feel if I went and had sex with your baby mama? Cause you know I could. I could just call her right now and have sex with her. And Cisco loses it. So he starts charging at Peter Guns and they start fighting. Child, a whole bunch of mess. Um, they broke it up, and it was what it was, child. Nothing. Then Safari's at this performance, and Erica calls him, said, "My water broke. You need to get him now." And he leaves and goes to Atlanta. And then they show, clips of the baby being born. He made it in time. So I'm here thinking, okay, because they did this whole montage of kind of like, where they do a recap of how everybody's moving or what everybody's doing now that it's the end of the season. So I'm all elated. I'm doing a happy dance for Jesus. I'm shouting for glory, praising the Lord himself. And then they tell us, oh, because I was like, well, when are they going? Because they kept saying Love and Hip Hop Atlanta was going to come on next week at 8. And I was like, but when are they going to play the reunion? So it looks like there isn't going to be a reunion. It looks like they're going to bring them back in a couple months. Like they said this spring. It's already March. So if they're bringing them back this spring, that has to be in like another month or two. Which means that we have to endure this fuck shit and fuckery more. Put this shit out of its misery, okay? Why, Lord? Why, God? That was Love and Hip Hop season 10, episode 14, and child, I'm done. I'm out. I don't know if and when they come back. I don't think I'm gonna be reviewing it because I just can't. And with that, thank y'all for coming. Y'all drive safely. I'm out.